Hi guys. I'm back with a sad story coming out of Aldine, Texas, which is nearby Houston, I think. This was reported on Tuesday, February 7th, and it's just a sad story. A 6-year-old, this is the mother of the 6-year-old. I wish she would not have shown her face right now, because now everyone who is at that school will know who this child is. And in my opinion, he will be further violated because his identity is known. At least he should have had a little while to just, get some help and just have his identity protected for a little while. But anyway, let me get to the story because I'm already jumping ahead. This is from ABC 13. A 6-year-old, a little boy, you guys, was repeatedly RAPED by an older boy on an Aldine school bus, his mother says. And I have to spell out the words, you guys, like the R word, because of YouTube. I do not want to get a strike or, get my page taken down for language. So this is out of Houston, Texas. A Houston mother is demanding answers from Aldine officials after she said her 6-year-old son was SEXUALLY assaulted while riding the school bus for months. I'm angry. I have no words, LaToya Stormy Monroe said outside the Aldine ISD bus barn alongside several community activists Monday morning. Monroe said an older boy, SEXUALLY, assaulted her son for the past several months as he rode the bus to school. However, Monroe said she did not know about any sort of incident until last week when her son's backpack went missing. She told Eyewitness News she called school transportation officials to ask them to review the security footage on board the bus to see if they could tell what happened to the backpack. Monroe said the assaults were captured on video, and that's when she got a call from the school. I would receive a call 5 hours later asking me if I could come to the school and pick up my son, and there was an Aldine ISD officer that needed to speak to me, she recalled. I get to the school and find out that my son was SEXUALLY assaulted. Days of questioning, days of talking to my child. The details became more and more graphic each and every time. Community activist Quanell X said the child also complained of stomach pain, and that's when doctors allegedly discovered internal injuries. Quanell also said that the bus driver thought the previous noise from the back of the bus was of kids fighting. According to the investigator, the bus driver stopped the bus because she thought they were fighting on the back of the bus. But this mother's child was fighting because he was being RAPED, Quanell said. Aldine ISD released the following statement. And they talk about the safety, providing safety for the kids. Eyewitness News confirmed that Child Protective Services opened an investigation. Monroe and her supporters want more immediate action. They want the bus driver removed and the school principal disciplined. Neither the school district nor the union representing bus drivers gave any additional comment on those demands. As for the child, Monroe said her son has gone back to school, but he is not riding the bus. She also said her 6-year-old boy doesn't fully comprehend what happened. He's not really at his age understanding the magnitude, she said. He actually really stated, why couldn't that boy be given a second chance? If God gives second chances, why couldn't the perpetrator get a second? Because the alleged perpetrator is a juvenile and juvenile cases are not public, we may never know if the student will be charged. Whew, I hope that he gets charged. I don't know how old this other boy is. What's going on with him in his home for him to go and do that to a child, a little 6-year-old boy. You know, it's sad. It's criminal. It really is. It doesn't matter how old he is. It's still criminal. And he has to learn. He has to be charged with something. He has to be reprimanded in some sort of way. And he definitely should be taken away from other kids. Who knows if he's done this to someone else? And, you know, I first heard of this story on another YouTube channel. And I think the name of her channel is Redirecting. And it's a sad, sad situation. But I agree with her that the school bus driver, you know, I know school bus drivers personally, and it's a hard job because some of the kids do not listen. They jump around and run around, and they even, you know, talk back to the bus driver, and they do all sorts of things on those buses. And, you know, the bus driver can't watch all of the kids. Yeah, they look up in the mirror and they see if, you know, the kids are sitting down or what. But they cannot be on top of every child, watching them every minute and driving the bus. That's impossible. And the channel that I was watching, she was talking about having helpers on the bus. Well, where I'm from, they do put an extra person on some of the buses. The buses with the smallest kids gets a helper. And, you know, guys, I know it sounds like too much, but I don't think that little kids should be on a school bus without a grown-up watching, not the bus driver, but someone else. I agree with the Redirecting lady. I don't know. I think her name's Deborah. Really, really interesting channel, you guys. But there should always be a second person on those buses. And you cannot blame the driver. You cannot blame the principal. The principal was not there. But I do think that someone should be going over that footage on a daily basis. You know, take 2 people, hire extra people, and you go through all that footage. And it probably would not have gone on that long if somebody was actually watching what was going on, not just video recording everything and not watching it, you know, not at least scanning over it to see if something is happening on those buses. And also, I'm not blaming the mother, because of course, I don't think that mother would have sent her kid. She did not send her child to school. Nobody sends their kid to school to be harmed. But if the child was complaining of stomach issues, when did she take him to the doctor? Was it after she found out? And why didn't this kid feel like he could tell his mother what was happening to him? Now, those are questions that I have, and I'm not blaming the mother. I just want to know, like, my siblings and I, we would go to our mother and tell her everything. Even if we did something wrong, we were telling on ourselves. And it was just that way. And I think that every kid should feel safe enough to go to their parents and tell them when something's wrong. And maybe the kid is so little, he didn't even realize that it was wrong. Who knows? But it's a horrible situation. This child, poor little baby, his life is never going to be the same. He doesn't understand, like his mother said. He does not fully comprehend what happened to him. But as he gets older, it will affect him. So I hope she gets him some counseling. And, you know, I wouldn't hold the bus driver responsible, but I'd hold the school board responsible, because if you're going to have a bunch of kids on a school bus, there needs to be another pair of eyes, not the person who is driving the bus. I mean, they are under enough stress as it is. So what do you guys think of this? Should the school bus driver be held responsible? My answer is no. The school board should be held responsible for not having more safety concerns and more eyes on the bus, right? Not just the recorder, not just the school bus driver, but an actual person who can get up and walk to the back of the bus and make sure that there's nothing happening to these little kids. Anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section.